This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the offices of Continental Stock Transfer and Trust Company, where we're hosting a media day here in New York City. With me right now is David Callaway from The Street Inc. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is TST. David, welcome to SNNLive.
Hi, Robert. Great to be here.
It's great to have you on. So, for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company, and we'll go from there.
Sure. The Street Inc. is a news and information company. It's 23 years old. Most people know us from our flagship website, thestreet.com, founded by CNBC host Jim Cramer 2 decades ago. He's still there, still works for us, writes several columns in a newsletter every day, has his own portfolio that he runs as a charitable trust called Action Alerts Plus. The Street Inc. business is divided into 4 companies and 2 segments. One segment is what we call the institutional segment, the B2B segment. That is a data business called Bordex based in London, and a news business called The Deal. It used to be the Daily Deal newspaper here in New York. We bought it years ago, digitized it, and it's now a digital business called The Deal. And it's all day long, not just daily. TheStreet.com remains our free website, advertising supported, and then Real Money is our behind the paywall analysis and stock picking site. And that involves Jim and a bunch of Real Money contributors who have contributed for the last 2 decades. So Street Inc. is the umbrella company, the parent company, public company, divided into an institutional segment and a consumer segment. Each of those segments has 2 different revenue streams.
So I want to follow up actually a little bit more on the history because, as you said, the company's been around now for 23 years. Everyone knows Jim and what he's contributed to the space. You know, how has the company changed over the years, and where's now the focus?
Well, the company's diversified for the thing. Jim started it as a media site, as a website, back in the days when really it was almost impossible to get stock quotes on the web, and much less stock news. The competitor of the Street.com at the time was a company called CBS MarketWatch, where I was the editor-in-chief, believe it or not, all those years ago. And so the 2 of our companies competed against each other. Those were the days, much of the audience might not know, back before the first tech bubble. The Street.com and CBS MarketWatch, I tell our young interns, were as big as Snapchat and Instagram at the time and as popular in the markets. Over the years, though, everyone went online. Everyone developed stock portfolios and stuff. And so the Street Inc. diversified. And Jim was one of the first to kind of see the benefits of a subscription site or paywall, along with the Wall Street Journal. And so the Street has had a paywall, a subscription business for more than 20 years itself. In the last decade, we diversified into 2 different data businesses, the one in London, which follows boards of directors and CEOs and stuff. It's kind of a LinkedIn-type business. We bought the Daily Deal, made that digital. We bought another business called RateWatch, a bank data business out in Wisconsin, which we recently sold this year.
So what makes the company unique in the marketplace? As you said, everybody started to go online, during the early 2000s. So what about the Street is different than the other websites out there?
I think the Street.com, it offers a unique take really on equities, to some extent fixed income. A lot of the other sites are much broader, more personal finance related. For instance, our readers are really active traders, people looking for stocks to buy. But what makes the company different is the way we've diversified. The institutional businesses are unique in their own right. The Deal is the leader in its segment of appealing to bankers and lawyers, writing about the people behind the deals on Wall Street. Bordex is unique in its segment, which we call relationship management, which is kind of finding ways through a database to not only find people, but find out who you know that knows them. And that's really a growing segment, coming off of data and search and combining them together. And the Bordex is one of the leaders there. So we've got these businesses which are unique, along with this robust, healthy subscription business that we've turned around in the last couple of years. And on thestreet.com, it's digital media. Everybody's struggling. We seem to have a very firm base on our advertisers because of our niche, because of our vertical in that financial segment. The advertisers who want to reach people that are buying stocks come to the Street.
So I have to ask you, this is going to be more of an expertise type question because, listen, you've been in the business, you ran CBS MarketWatch for a while. How has the financial news business changed over the years? I know the company itself is diversified, but the sector itself, how has it changed, evolved? You know.
Well, I think it's gotten stronger. Back in the day, before I was at CBS MarketWatch, I was at a young company at the time in the early 90s called Bloomberg, which has matured into a worldwide colossus. There didn't used to be a lot of journalists who wanted to be business reporters. And if you look over the last 25 years, and you look at the overall media segment, it's declined significantly, right? The number of journalism jobs on newspapers in the U.S. has gone from 70,000 to 30,000 in the last couple of decades. The number of financial journalist jobs has exploded. Reuters, Bloomberg, The Street, MarketWatch, Motley Fool, Seeking Alpha, you name it. And so the best place to be in journalism, in my opinion, in the last 2 decades, has been in financial journalism. And as more people have flocked to it, the news has gotten better. It's gotten more in depth. We've seen more investigative stories, things that take down companies like Enron, Theranos, as we've seen this year. And so the product continues to improve. And I think, over the years, the industry has grown because the demand for that information has grown. The U.S. Consumer has become more of an investor over the years.
And from what you can tell me, what are some of the company's growth drivers moving forward?
Well, our fastest growing company is BoardX. It's the data business. On the consumer side, our real growth drivers, we're making a concerted effort on the subscription side to drive more subscribers from the website. We're putting more content behind the paywall. So, on each side of the business, it's the subscription side on consumer and the data business on institutional.
And where can an audience go and find more information about The Street, Inc.?
Well, you can come to the street.com website and look us up on our navigation. You can find a whole corporate brochure and literature there.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive. And we're here at the offices of Continental Stock Transfer and Trust Company, where we're hosting a media day here in New York City. With me again is David Callaway from The Street, Inc., publicly traded company. The symbol is TST. David, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Robert. It's been fun.